Today we're going to talk about vitamins. First question, do vitamins play a role in breeding fish for profit? Second question, what is the impact of feeding vitamins to growing fish? And the third question, how often and when should we feed our fish vitamins? Do vitamins and supplements play a role in breeding fish for profit? Definitely yes. I've been breeding for a long time, and I noticed once I started giving my fish vitamins, my production went way up. So definitely it does play a role in breeding fish for profit. So there are different kinds of vitamins. The vitamins that I use are very specialized to my fish. They're targeted to animals, and that's kind of what I'm looking for in my vitamins. But another thing with the vitamins, the carrier. If you're going to feed your fish vitamins, it does really no good as far as not feeding them with the fulvic. The fulvic is think of it like a spoon carrying the vitamin to the cells. That's what the fulvic acid does, and it's very prevalent in humic acid, which is in the Amazon that these fish rely on heavily. So when you talk about processed foods, these are the foods you buy at the fish store, at Petco, PetSmart. What you have to understand about these foods is, yes, they do carry a little bit of nutrients, but they're heated up so high that most of the vitamins and minerals in these foods is void. There is nothing in them left. Now, can I say 100%? No, but I would say 95% of everything that's nutritious in the food is gone. So can the fish survive on this? Yes, they can survive on it. There's no doubt. Will they grow? They will grow. Not to optimal size or optimal health, but they will grow. If you are trying to breed fish for profit, you need to feed your fish healthy foods. So that's why I've come up with my line of foods. Nothing gets heated on all my foods. Everything is cold processed, freeze dried, and that allows all the vitamins and nutrients to stay inside the food and get inside the fish. Now, when I'm talking about vitamins, yes, they are in my foods naturally. I do put a little bit of vitamins in it, but not a lot, because I understand that it's real food and it's packed with vitamins. So I'm not trying to supplement the vitamins in my food. Now, what I'm talking about is when we are breeding our fish, our discus. Let's just take those, because I breed a lot of discus. Those vitamins basically help that female produce large, healthy eggs, and that allows your production to go up. Now, do I get success without vitamins? Yes, I do. But I notice that the success rate is way lower that when I added the supplements or the vitamins to their diet, I got better production as far as breeding fish. All right, so what is the impact of growing out fish with vitamins? If you're feeding processed foods from your local store, can they grow? Yes. Can they grow to their optimal size and health? No. They need those vitamins. Supplementing the vitamins is crucial to growing fish, and we'll talk about later in the video on how much and when. But I want to stress highly, if you're not feeding a high quality real food, not processed, heated food, you're gonna have a slower growth. You're not gonna get the fish to the size to get to market quicker. Now, I'm talking as a breeder. I'm not talking as a hobbyist. If you're a hobbyist, you want those regular foods and you think they're doing fine, stick with it. I did it for years. But I just noticed when I wanted better production as far as getting fish to breed, getting fish to grow, getting fish to market, I had to supplement their diets. There's just no doubt about it. And the perfect example is the Lake Antigua bozemanii. I did some tests on that. Growing out a fish to get to market takes about 15 months. When I started using my foods, the real foods, and adding a supplement to their diet, I was getting them there under a year. And that's basically what you're looking for is probably about 1.5 inches and color. Once they start coloring up, they can go to market. But no one's gonna buy a rainbow fish that is dull and small and not colorful, especially stores, because stores want to turn that fish over. And when somebody sees a tank full of colorful fish, they're gonna tend to buy that, and that retailer is going to come to you as a wholesaler and buy more of your fish. It cut probably 4 or 5 months off of the growth time for the rainbow, and that's the one I wanted to try because I don't really breed that fish for profit. I breed that fish because I love that fish. It's a beautiful fish. The longer it sits in my room, then the longer it takes me to get a return on my investment. I hope that makes sense. But it's not about the money, it's about I'm putting money out, and I'd like to at least get that money back as soon as possible so I can invest in new projects and new breeding programs. So that's what I'm always doing, is I'm always turning over my room because I always want to try something new. Now I have my staples. The Discus are my staple. Something I've been doing since I was 20 years old. I really enjoy the Discus. I love the sight of the babies feeding off the slime coat, and that's another thing the vitamins are going to help. They're going to help reduce that food mother and father produce to feed their fry to grow healthy and get a great start. Okay, so this is the big one. How often should I feed and when should I feed vitamins and supplements? What we don't want to do is we don't want to overfeed this, right? This is something that's really kind of crucial for vitamins and minerals and supplements. I look at it this way. If I'm trying to breed a Discus, then I'm at least giving that Discus a supplement once a week, right? That's the minimum. Up to 2 times a week. That's the maximum. So within a 7-day period, they might get 1 supplement feeding or they might get 2. It just depends if I'm getting results. So what I notice is if I go into a second vitamin supplement within that week, usually they will produce eggs within the next 6 to 7 days. So what I do is I do maybe 1 on a Sunday, another one on the next Sunday, and then I wait a week. I'm not doing supplements every single day. That's not what we want to do, okay? Hopefully your foods have vitamins in it, like my foods that I produce, and that's the reason why. Not only because of the vitamins, but because of the minerals, because these Discus are sitting in soft water with almost no calcium and no minerals as far as magnesium. There's hardly anything in the water, right? So they need to get that through their diet so their bone structure stays solid and they're healthy. All right, so now let's talk about medications. If you ever medicate your fish, I don't care if it's levamisole, praziquantel, erythromycin, metronidazole. So what you have to understand is their gut flora is basically decimated. And it's the same with humans. When we take antibiotics, we need prebiotics and probiotics in our diet quickly because it's basically stripped out good bacteria in your gut system, right? So the fish are the same way. If you're gonna do medications on your fish, they must get a vitamin supplement to recover quickly because it's all about the immune system, right? And the immune system goes through their gut. And so if you aren't giving them a good vitamin, some minerals, prebiotics and probiotics, you're really doing the fish a disservice because not only are you trying to fight off a parasite or dealing with the medications, now they're trying to recover. So by adding this, you're actually supplementing their health by hopefully eradicating what issue there is, but also recovery time is a lot quicker. Stress is the #1 killer of fish. It's not parasites. Parasites are not designed to kill fish. They want to keep that host alive, basically suck nutrients out of that fish, but not kill the fish. Because if they kill the fish, then basically they've killed their host. You got to keep the immune system. And even after you treat a fish, let's say there are still parasites in the tank or in the system. If you really boost up their immune system, they're going to be able to fight that off and it's not going to be able to take advantage of them as a host. So it's huge on breeding, it's huge on growing, but I can't stress enough how important it is on medicating, when you medicate your fish. Now the vitamins, I basically been working 2 years to get the perfect vitamin. It has all the vitamins, it has minerals, has some electrolytes, and it also has prebiotics and probiotics. I have 2 sets of vitamins now. I have a vitamin that I use in my foods, which isn't really heavily prebiotic, probiotic based because I add those in extra. But this vitamin I have now is actually better as far as carrying all the vitamins, minerals, prebiotics, probiotics, and it's in a dry form, so it's easy to use. So I'm excited about these vitamins. Stats tell me on YouTube that only 4 out of 10 of you are watching, so I'm gonna give this offer to you guys. If you click on the vitamin kit, after you spend $29.99, you will get that for free. And the retail cost is $8.99, so you'll get that at no charge. And that not only will give you that for free, but or it offsets your shipping, however you want to look at it. But if you spend the $59.99, not only do you get the free shipping, but you'll get the vitamin kit for free. So a lot of people have been asking me about mixing Discus from different sources. Is it possible? Watch this video here and it'll go into that in a lot more detail than I can explain on this video.